بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. How are you, my students? I hope that you're happy and healthy and ready for today's lesson, which is the enrichment. We'll be taking some lessons from Unit 3. So today's objectives to list the benefits of traveling. So we'll be talking a lot about traveling as the theme of the Unit 3. It's about travel and vacation. To also to create a written image of their own hotel. Find how each hotel is different, complete a paragraph with new words, correct information about the text, match new words with the meaning, and then we'll be listing 5 things every hotel must have. So we'll be talking today about vacation, traveling, and especially we'll be talking about hotels. So what are the 5 things you expect a hotel to have? When you go to a hotel and you expect some facilities that this hotel should have. For example, here in the first picture, here you can see a reception and the receptionist, of course. Of course, you expect the hotel to have a reception part. Also maybe a tennis court. Also, that's correct, swimming pool. A gym, yes, that's correct, and so on. So these are some of the things that you expect a hotel to have. Also in the rooms, of course, you expect a hotel to have rooms and beds and towels and etc. So these are some of the things that you expect a hotel, especially a fancy hotel, to have. So look at the pictures and skim the 4 articles. What do you see here in these pictures? The first one here, yes, it's a picture of capsules or capsule hotels, which is a small compartment where you just sleep at. And the second picture here, yes, it's a hotel under the sea where you can see the fishes swim. And the third one here, yes, it's a hotel of a glass igloo, And the fourth one, it's like a hotel within the trees. It's like a large tree house. So I want you to skim read the 4 articles. Skim read means to quickly read the articles just to get the general or the main idea of each article. So I want you to skim read because I'll be asking you some questions right after 5 minutes. Okay, now we'll be answering the questions after you have read these articles, comprehension questions. Which hotel is a tree house? Which hotel is a tree house? Yes, that's correct. The Ariao Amazon Towers Hotel. Which hotels have very small rooms? Which hotel has very small rooms? Let's see the answer here. Yes, the capsule hotels. They're not rooms actually. They're just a small compartment just for sleeping. If you want to call it a room, that's your opinion. Which hotel has rooms made of snow? A room made of snow. Yes, that's correct. The Kakslottenen Hotel in Finland, of course, the Kakslottenen Hotel. Which hotel do you have to scuba dive? To get to scuba dive, to get under the sea using the gas tank, to scuba dive, to dive under the sea. Yes, that's correct. The Jules Undersea Lodge. And the last question, which hotels are not very expensive? Or actually not expensive at all? Yes, that's correct. The capsule hotels. That's correct. So here's a saying from Merriam-Webster. Certainly travel is more than seeing of sights. Traveling is not just seeing sights. It is a change, so something changes that goes on deep and permanent. It's a change, it's a permanent change in the ideas of the living or in the ideas of living. So it's a change that happens to you to travel and see other cultures. It's not just about seeing the sights. It changes you, it educates you actually. So I agree with the saying that it's a change that goes on deep and permanent in the ideas of living. This is a good saying from Merriam-Webster. So this is the first article here. We have Jules Undersea Lodge, Florida, USA. From the name itself, Undersea Lodge. So now we know that it talks about a hotel that's under the water. Let's listen together to the article.
Jules Undersea Lodge. Florida, USA. Undoubtedly, most people have never been to a hotel like Jules Undersea Lodge before. This extremely unusual hotel, located in Key Largo, Florida, is on the ocean floor. Guests scuba dive to the hotel's one unit, which is over 19 feet, 6 meters, below the surface. The unit includes 2 bedrooms, a television, and 50-inch, 127-centimeter, circular windows that offer views of passing sea life.
So here he's talking about Jules Undersea Lodge Hotel, which is, as he said here, an unusual hotel. Of course, this is unusual to be sleeping in a room under the water, an unusual hotel. So guests have to, as said here, scuba dive to the hotel's one unit, which is over 6 meters under the water or below the surface. The unit includes 2 bedrooms, a television, and 50-inch circular windows that offer views of a passing sea life. So through the window, you can see the sea life, the fishes, maybe the whales, why not? So you can see the sea life. Does this hotel interest you? It's up to you. So the next article here is about capsule hotels throughout Japan. So we usually see these unusual hotels in Japan. So let's listen together to the article.
Capsule hotels throughout Japan. In recent years, capsule hotels have gained widespread popularity in Japan. Capsule hotels are hotels in which guests stay in a small sleeping space that is just big enough for a bed. There is so little room that some people can scarcely sit up in these capsules. However, in expensive cities, capsule hotels offer a relatively inexpensive alternative to more traditional hotels.
So here he's talking about, of course, capsule hotels in Japan, which guests stay in a small sleeping space. Small sleeping space. As you can see in the picture, you have a small sleeping, the whole compartment actually, it's just like a bed where you have some utilities inside. So a small sleeping space that is just big enough for a bed. Just as I said, just big enough for a bed. So there's little room that some people can scarcely sit up in these capsules. So you can barely sit up in the capsule. However, in expensive cities, capsule hotels offer a relative inexpensive alternative. So it's an alternative if you don't want to spend money on expensive hotels. So the next one is the Areal Amazon Towers Hotel in Manaus, Brazil. So you can see this is just like a large tree house. So let's listen to the article together.
Areal Amazon Towers Hotel, Manaus, Brazil. Areal Amazon Towers Hotel in Manaus, Brazil, is the world's largest commercial tree house. Amazingly, Areal's towers are built at the level of the rainforest treetops, about 72 feet, 22 meters, in the air. The towers are linked together by 4 miles, 6 kilometers, of wooden catwalks. This very unusual setting gives guests the unique opportunity to experience the plant and animal life of the rainforest canopy while leaving the rainforest's ecosystem undisturbed.
So these tree houses are, of course, on the top of the trees, 22 meters, actually, as said here, 22 meters, that are linked together in 6 kilometers of wooden catwalk. So it's like a bunch of tree houses that are linked together through bridges or catwalks, if you can name them. This very unusual setting gives guests the unique opportunity to experience the plant and animal life of the rainforest canopy while leaving the rainforest ecosystem undisturbed. This is the most important word here, undisturbed. So you don't disturb the environment there or the ecosystem there. And the last one here, we have the Kakslotten Hotel Lapland in Finland. So let's listen to the article together.
The Kakslotten Hotel Lapland, Finland. In the heart of Finnish Lapland, 155 miles, 250 kilometers, north of the Arctic Circle, lies a truly magical place. The Kakslotten Hotel offers guests the opportunity to stay overnight in either a snow or glass igloo. Those who choose the glass igloos can enjoy the night skies and the stunning northern lights from the comfort of their own bed. Luckily, the hotel provides cozy, extra warm sleeping bags for the guests who choose to sleep in snow igloos.
So this one is really unique. This one is really that interests me, that in Kakslotten Hotel in Finland. So the Kakslotten Hotel offers guests the opportunity to stay overnight in either snow or a glass igloo. So you'll be sleeping in an igloo made of snow or glass according to your preference. Those who choose the glass igloos can enjoy the night skies. So when you choose the night igloo, when you're in bed, because the glass, of course, is transparent, you can see the skies and the stars in the skies at night. Luckily, the hotel provides cozy, extra warm sleeping bags to the guests who prefer the snow igloos. If you're afraid of the cold, don't worry. They will provide for you some blankets and some cozy sleeping bags. So let's practice some vocabulary from the first article, Jules Undersea Lodge. What's the synonym for the word round? If you go back to the first article, give me a word that gives the exact meaning as the word round. Yes, that's correct, the word circular, from the window, circular. In the second article, the capsule hotels, another choice or option. Give me a word that means another choice or another option. Yes, that's correct. It's the word alternative. In the area of Amazon Hotel Towers, give me a word that's equivalent to the word connect. To the word connect. Yes, the word link. And the top of the trees in a forest. The tops of the trees in a forest, what do we call them? That's correct, the word canopy. The last article, the Kakslotten Hotel, what is the word that means comfortable and warm? Comfortable and warm, it begins with the letter C. Yes, excellent, it's the word cozy and extremely beautiful. Extremely beautiful. Yes, that's correct. It's the word stunning. When you describe something as stunning, it means that you admire it and that it's extremely beautiful. So here are some comprehension questions about the paragraph in exercise A. We'll be reading the questions now, then we'll be answering it later after we read the exercise. So where does the writer live? So now we know that there's a writer, and the question is, where does he live? What kind of hotel does the writer want to open? So he wants to open a hotel. What kind of hotel? How much would the writer charge for admission to the wildlife park? So he's thinking of charging admission to the wildlife park. How much is it? Is it nothing? Is it $1, $2, etc.? So these are three questions. We'll be answering them later after we finish exercise A from the quick check here. A vocabulary, complete the paragraph with the words from the box. Commercial, relatively undisturbed ecosystem, surface, and widespread. So let's read the paragraph together and we'll be filling the gaps. I live in a beautiful area of Panama that is very popular with tourists. In the last few years, there has been, yes, widespread development of large, impersonal hotels. Lately, I've been thinking about opening a small, friendly hotel. It would be, yes, relatively close to the center of the town, but far enough away that the guests would be by the noise. Yes, would be what? Yes, would be undisturbed by the noise and traffic. So far enough that the traffic noise wouldn't disturb them. I'd like my hotel to have a view of the water. There's nothing I like better than to watch the sun reflect off a lake. So reflects of what? Of the lake? Yes, the surface of a lake. I'd also like to run a wildlife park close to the hotel. I wouldn't charge admission to the park because I don't think enjoying nature should be a Yes, a commercial activity. I don't think enjoying nature should be a commercial activity. How much would he be charging? He says, I wouldn't charge admission to the park because I don't think enjoying nature should be a commercial activity. However, I'd limit the number of people who could enter the park, so not anyone can come. He would limit the number of people who could enter the park each day, as too many visitors would disrupt the ecosystem. As too many visitors would disrupt the ecosystem. So this is the paragraph here. What kind of hotel would he like to open? Where? And how much would he charge for the admission of the park for the wildlife? So these are the questions here, comprehension questions. Where does the writer live? Where does he live? Yes, in a beautiful area of Panama. He lives in a beautiful area of Panama. Or you can say he lives in Panama. So what kind of hotel does the writer want to open? What kind of hotel does the writer want to open? Is it a big hotel, a unique hotel, a small hotel? Yes, that's correct. He wants to open a small, friendly hotel. Just a small, friendly hotel. How much would the writer charge for admission to the wildlife park? He said that he has an idea about a park, a wildlife park. He said something about the admission. How much would it be? Yes, that's correct. The writer wouldn't charge any admission, so it would be free, but he would limit the people who could come each day, so he can leave the ecosystem undisturbed. So the writer wouldn't charge any admission. It would be free, but he would limit the number of people coming to the park each day. The second question here, the quick check, comprehension. Answer true or false. Number 1, capsule hotels are popular in Japan. That's correct, that's true. Number 2, guests take a boat to Jules Undersea Lodge. How do they get there? Using a boat? No, of course, it's false. Guests scuba dive to Jules Undersea Lodge. They go scuba diving. Number 3, Jules Undersea Lodge has a small square windows. Is it square? Of course not. It's false. So they are the circular windows. It has large circular windows. Number 4, the Coxswain Hotel give guests the opportunity to explore the rainforest canopy. The Coxswain Hotel, rainforest. Of course, that's false. So what's the correct here? Yes, the Ariao Amazon Tower Hotel give guests the opportunity to explore the rainforest canopy. Number 4, capsule hotels provide an inexpensive alternative to traditional hotels. Yes, that's correct, so it's true. Number 6, guests at the Ariao Amazon Tower Hotel have a negative effect on the rainforest ecosystem. Do they have a negative effect? Of course not, so it's false. So guests leave the rainforest ecosystem undisturbed. They don't leave any negative effects. So here a pair work exercise. You're going to design your own unusual or unique hotel. List 3 to 5 things you would like your hotel to have. Then in pairs, tell each other about your hotel. So imagine having a unique hotel. We read about hotels that has capsules, hotels that are igloos, snow igloos or glass igloos, hotels on top of trees. So give me some unique ideas about a hotel. Then in pairs, tell each other about your hotel. Where's the hotel? These are some questions to help you to get the idea. Where is the hotel? How large is it? Is it a small hotel? Is it a big hotel like a castle maybe? What attractions does it have? What makes it unique? So what makes it unique? For example, does it have water slides? Maybe. Some hotels have water slides in their swimming pool. Or maybe a cinema. You can see movies inside the hotel. Or a library. So the people who prefer reading to watching movies, maybe you could put a large library in the hotel and they can read quietly. Or maybe a football pitch. Instead of the gym or the swimming pool or the tennis court, you can put a football pitch that people would come and play football there. And with that, we reach the end of this lesson. See you next lesson, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.